Hey, what's up, family? It's your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds. I got to show y'all this. I got to show y'all what they got planned for y'all. That's why I showed up again. I actually paid to come back here and show y'all what these fools got planned for people that look like me. Let me pull up this article. You can go and find this article yourself. Type it in on Google, ABC News, and use these keywords: unemployment rise, economists lose. And it'll pull up this article. This ain't on no satire website. This ain't on no fake news. This right here on mainstream media, black and white. They telling you what's finna happen. So let me read it to you, since I don't have the option to turn my camera around for whatever reason. It says the Feds say unemployment will rise, but here's who economists say will lose their jobs first. Let me read. The Federal Reserve escalated its fight against inflation this week, instituting a major rate increase and saying more will likely follow. A major rate increase and more will likely follow. This move will cause a jump in the numbers of unemployed Americans by the end of next year, the central bank said. The Feds have put forward a series of aggressive interest rate hikes. Aggressive interest rate hikes in recent months as it tries to slash prices increases by slowing the economy and choking off demand. But the approach risks tipping the United States into a recession and causing widespread joblessness. Federal Chair Jerome Powell on Wednesday acknowledged that rate hike would cause pain for the U.S. economy as growth slows and unemployment rises. He added, however, that a failure to restore price stability would mean far greater pain later on. In modern day terminology, we're going to affect them now so it don't affect us later. The job loss forecasted by the Fed this week would by the end of 2023 raise the unemployment rate from its current level of 3.7% to 4.4%. That outcome would be an estimated 1.2 million unemployed people on top of the ones that's already unemployed. Now, let me get to the meat of this. Y'all can go read the article. I want y'all to hear this. Here are the groups of workers who would most likely lose their jobs when unemployment rises. Blacks and Hispanic workers. Black workers would be amongst the first to lose their job when unemployment spikes, since they are disproportionately concentrated in industries sensitive to economic downturns. It didn't happen before. Since they at the bottom of the barrel, their jobs go first because they don't matter, basically. Racial discrimination often influences choices made by companies about which workers to fire. So they let you know racial discrimination is going to have them saying, we choose us over you. So if you think that your 9 to 5 is safe, it's not. Dr. Tawana didn't say that. The economists did. The system did. The government did. The feds said, you going first, and then Hispanics will follow pursuit second. Now that ought to be enough right there, to let you know ain't nothing safe but what you build and what you create. That's it. Ain't nothing solid but what you build and what you create. There are 4 types of people, and this is the reason why they have for centuries had the power that they had over us. Because if we can get them to trade their time for money, then they will work hard and never have enough. That's it. Let me tell you, there are 4 types of people, and let me go over these 4 types of people really quick. You have the employee. These fall under the system that has robbed you of all of your years and your life. You trade time for money, right? employee. You work hard, but you are never able to obtain the lifestyle or the legacy that you want. No, by the time you get to go on retirement, you old and stale and prune. Shriveled up, dried up, right? They have bought into the work hard equals wealth lie. They pay the most of taxes, they are taxed the most, and they work the hardest. Second, you have the unifiers. Unifiers are those in management. Employees can roughly make anywhere from about $40,000 to $70,000 a year, and there's a cap. That's it. The unifiers are those in management positions. They are told to focus more on getting a better education, meaning more letters and numbers and all of this stuff behind your name. They do make more than employees, $200,000 a year, but they capped. And then thirdly, you have the communicators. These are actors, singers, speakers, etc. These are the people who use their mouth to make millions. They have mastered communication to make cash flow. They typically make about $100 million a year. But then it caps right about there. Still pretty decent. And then lastly, you have the Imagineers. Those that use their imagination to make millions, billions, trillions, and more. Okay? Bill Gates, Elon Musk, the problem solvers, the ideas, the creators who are operating in their ability to create because they were made in the image and likeness of the creator. Hint, hint. They make trillions of dollars for their ideas, and they have world-class services. Everybody in the world wants to buy their idea. Ford, GM, everybody in the world wants to buy their idea. Now, there is no cap at this level. It's endless. This is where you have so much wealth that you can't spend it, your kids can't spend it, your kids' kids can't spend it, and nobody else, for that matter, can spend it. Right? Now, with that being said, could you agree that the communicators and the Imagineers make more money than the employees and the unifiers? And they do less work. You got people that sit back and get paid for their thoughts. You got people that sit back and get paid for their talk. But you got other people that's working their butt off, trading their sacrifices, commuting, leaving their family behind for breadcrumbs. And that ain't no disrespect. So that's why they're able to say your jobs is going first. Family, what are you going to do? Because they're telling you right now, they're preparing you. The Vatican had prepared his people. Everybody else got an ecosystem. Everybody else spending their own community. Let me give you the breakdown of why all this is getting ready to happen. Because during this whole beginning of in 2020, they started giving all this people all this money. PPP money is free money. Unemployment. Yes, build up the economy. We know it was slow. It was locked down. Just pour it into the economy. But the government cannot give anything out for free. That's illegal. So they say we're going to give it to them for free. We're going to make them think we're giving them something. And then we're going to hit them on the back end with taxes, inflation. We're going to run up the muck on the interest rates where their housing will go up too high. Once that PPP money is gone, where their food costs will go up too high, where their gas costs will go up too high, where we will choke them out. Because they spend too much money. Everybody else put money into their own ecosystem. Hispanics, Iranians, Asians, Caucasians, you name it, they do it. The only people that don't is us. That's it. So they say we spending too much money in the economy, which is causing prices to go up. You don't want to go back to work, for those that don't want to go back to work. And you spending too much money on hair, cosmetics, entertainment, all of this stuff. Spending too much money because we are the biggest consumers. So now we're going to raise the prices up to where you can't afford those extra expenses and luxuries. We're going to choke you out. And we don't care if we throw this entire United States into a recession. Why? Because our faces is the faces of millions of their companies and businesses, etc. So you wonder why they say we as a people gonna be affected first? First. That's why. Because we gotta slow them from spending too much money. Because that's all they do is consume. They never invest. They never invest in their education because that's something that we cannot take away. So we have kept them in prison and enslaved because of a lack of education, a lack of belief. Because we know that if they ever find out how to do what we do, if they ever get educated enough, if they ever stop consuming and start investing into something that will give them something now and later, then we lose. You heard the video where the man said we got to keep them impoverished because everybody in the world will suffer. Excuse the hell out of me. And that is okay with you? It's okay that we was the first ones to die. We was the first ones that had to get experimented on. We was the first ones that lost our job. We was the first ones unemployed. We was the first ones homeless. We gonna be the first ones finna lose some more jobs. When? I am over it, family. Straight up. I'm here to say this today. This is my final cry. This is my final cry, not call. This is my final cry because I'm reminded of a dream where I overstayed my welcome. I kept trying to get the people to come and danger was near me. And my husband kept trying to tell me, let's go, it's coming, it's finna overtake us. And I kept standing there pleading with the people, even almost unto death. And the cold part about it was these people didn't want it. So my assignment has been released. As painful as that is, and it is painful because I love y'all. I don't got to know you to love you. We have suffered enough. We have suffered enough. And I done did some secret type of ops type of stuff to just hand you the stuff that you need. That ain't even complicated for you to do. So you can position yourself. Basically, what they wanted to say is poor people is going to be affected first. Family. This is my final cry to you. I'm not here to make anything off of you. You can't find any of the programs that I have offered y'all at the prices I have offered them to you. That alone should let you know that I'm not money driven. I'm mission led. Where could you find a government contracting program for a band? Nowhere. Nowhere. How to start your own transportation? Which one of them that have oppressed us is going to actually teach us something? None of them. For 6 months I came here. Y'all get into the government contracting. Now look at all the money that they paying these cats. And you know, I'm not even going to say that. The people that I seen holding the contracts, it was just devastating. Family, if you don't want to do it, invest in yourself to have it done for you. We didn't sign up to do it for you, period. And we're really not making a profit off of it. Why? Because our reward will come later on. Start you up a transportation company, family. Contract your services with the government. Get into government contracting. Take these people's systems and build you a machine on evergreen that you ain't never got to ever work for again. It's a one-time done and then it's over with. I'm in profit mode. If you don't know, learn it. Because as long as you got life and breath, you can learn. Stop making excuses. Anything that I'm offering to y'all for the last call, it's going to be down below in the description. Take advantage of it, family. I love you if ain't nobody else told you that. But Tawana must move forward. Period. Peace out.